friends. Hope you're doing well. So, got some really exciting news. If you've followed the channel for a while, you know that I really like, there's a drink called Zevia. I really like drinking it. Costco sells Zevia the cheapest, but the problem was that the Costco pack they sold was Dr. Zevia, cola, and creamy root beer, which is like one good flavor, Dr. Zevia, probably the best flavor, and then two like just super mid flavors, being cola and creamy root beer. They're not like the worst, but like they're not great. I'm not reaching for them on the shelf. I'm not getting a 6-pack of cola. Okay, but just this like last month or whatever, Costco has a second pack, and it's 3 for 3 bangers. It's orange, it's cherry cola, which cherry cola is pretty good. Cola sucks, cherry cola pretty good, and grape. So I'm buzzing. I went and bought like 5 packs of it. So I'm loaded up on Zevia. I'm super happy. The only thing that would make me happier is if Zevia sponsored my ASMR channels. And then I also have still been drinking these ice drinks. None of this is sponsored. These are just drinks I like. This one probably is not super good. It's the closest I can get to an energy drink without it actually being an energy drink. Does it? What's in it? What are the ingredients of it? Let's see. Natural flavors, green tree extract. That's good. Yeah, I actually don't see anything that's like super bad. As far as like the stuff I know, like natural flavors isn't the best, but like, what are you gonna do? Natural flavors is like everything, because natural flavors is like what they call like, they're just like, it's such an amalgamous, like it's whatever they want it to be. Like natural flavors could be like hundreds of things. It's so like open to interpretation as to what you can call natural flavors. But it's probably not natural stuff. That's the key takeaway. It's like genuine leather. It's like the worst grade of leather. Also, I was wearing this when I started because my wrist is kind of hanky again. Because I've been shooting pucks every day the last couple days, and now it's like it's catching up on me because it's not fully healed yet, my wrist. So anyway, that's all the housekeeping stuff. And now on to the actual video that I have not planned at all. I have no idea what I'm talking about today. I did have an epiphany today, though, so I went to the doctor to get my normal checkup, and she told me that I was an interesting case, and I'm like, that's fun, because she's like, you work out a lot, and you look like you're in pretty good shape. I'm like, yeah, and she's like, but your numbers are not great, and I'm like, yeah, I know this, and it's like, I do work out a ton. If you look at my watch, I have worked out, according to my watch, I have worked out for 142 minutes today, which is just, that's like 3 hours of like exercise or activity-based activities, you know, and it's like, okay, so my blood sugar numbers should be better than they are, but I also eat a lot of carbs. Like I've probably had 250 grams of carbs today, which is a lot. Although some days I eat more than that, but like according to nutrition calculators, someone my size with my activity levels can easily eat, it's like 300-400 grams of carbs a day. And I'm like, yeah, like when I was like fat and I wasn't diagnosed with diabetes, I would do like 500 grams a day, which is a lot, which is, you know, but like I'm relatively active. So that's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, based off like your family history, because everybody in my family but my little brother has diabetes. Like my grandparents on both sides do. It's like, she's like, you're basically, you're gonna have diabetes. Like there's no way you're not. It's like, you're basically just super sensitive to any carbohydrates. And I'm like, yeah, probably. Because the only time my A1C score has gotten low is, I had to do intermittent fasting, which is just like, just not eating for 16 hours a day. And then in 8 hours eating. And then in that 8 hours, I was doing keto. And so it's like basically no carbs ever. And even that, my A1C was still, it was below a 7, which is where you want it to be, but not by a whole lot. And of course I would do like a cheat day like once a week. But it was like, you would think, you know, it's like with huge activity levels, not eating for 16 hours a day, and it's just eating keto, it's just like, it's still like barely level of A1C. And I couldn't even get it down to like, you see some people in diabetes forums, they're like, my A1C is like a 4.9, and you're like, great, what do you do? And they're like, oh, I eat like less than 100 grams of calories a day, or 100 grams of carbs a day, and like that's all they do. And you're like, what? Like, you taking meds? Like, nope. And you're like, wow, I'm taking like 4 of them for this. So it's frustrating. But I had an epiphany. So I watched this thing on, I don't know if it was Instagram or TikTok or where it was at, but it was somebody of who knows what their level of credentials are. But I watched it and I was like, I'm gonna file that away as true information, whether or not it's true. But he was talking about how neurodivergent people, when they have like arguments in their head, they feel like it really happened. Their body interprets it, their brain interprets it like it really happened. And so I've been so stressed out about so many things lately that I'm wondering if my body is interpreting like all of these things that are stressors have actually happened. And I know my brain knows like that didn't happen. Like, you just had a bad dream, or like you're just stressed out about money right now. And it's like, well, that happens every January, February, always slow, and then it starts to, things start to book up. But it's like, it feels, what's weird is like, objectively, if I look back on months, like I'm doing okay. It's about average, so it's like, there's no reason to be spooked. But I think you see all the fears of like, we're going into recession, like we're in a recession already, and just like, you see stuff. Companies we're already cutting back, and now we're in a recession. They're going to cut back even more, and so it's like stress. The stress beacon is just going off, and so it's like, okay, I need to find a way to de-stress. And I think all I know is that like when I'm working, I'm not stressed. So I need to find ways to work. But like January, February is slow months, so I got to do something else. So I've been like burying myself in like hockey training. And that's kind of working, but a lot of the times I'm just scrolling aimlessly, and that kind of distracts me. But it's not getting me any further, so I need to get off that crap and back making videos for you lovely people to just like, whoosh, just trauma dump on you, apparently. So I don't know if you like these types of videos. But guess what? It's another trauma dump. That's what's coming today. Oh man, this one is so good. It's tropical flavored, tropical punch. If you can find this, ooh, baby. It's like an energy drink, but not an energy drink. It's got caffeine in it, but like it doesn't have like way too much caffeine. It doesn't have all the other stuff in it. I'm also kind of manic right now, but that's another story for another day. So yeah, so I'm kind of just like, oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, I'm just kind of stressed about, making money, because I still owe money for taxes, and I'm like, oh boy, that's coming up soon, and yeah, I just want to do things, and damn, it's easy today. I just want to do things, and things cost money, and I want to just not stress about money, really. But like, who doesn't? It's like, I saw a tweet that's like, you don't want to get rich, you just want to not have to wake up to an alarm clock. And it's like, okay, I do that most days, so that's good, doing pretty good there. It's like you want to be able to spend. I heard a description of it. I'm trying to think of what book it was. It was in, maybe it's the book I'm trying to think. I'm watching right now, called How to Decide by Annie Duke. And it was like, the definition of wealth is like being able to spend time with doing the things you want, with the people you want, for as long as you want. And you're like, yes, that's what I want. So I don't know, I keep going back to like, YouTube is that thing, and it's like, because I really like doing this is great. I don't have clients around my head buzzing at me. I could do it in my apartment. I can do it as much as I want. I can make 5 videos right now if I wanted to. And like, there's nothing, I don't have to wait for the phone to call and be like, this is the idea we have. And I'd be like, great. And like, I go somewhere and like set up a bunch of stuff. Like, I could just keep a setup here and just like, whoosh, right at the camera. And that's awesome. And I could just, I also think I might make a stuff video, because I do these sometimes, and people seem to like it. So yeah, I think, but it's like, this YouTube channel only makes like $7 a month. So it's like, is that a viable thing? Like, I don't know. I think it's because I don't play the game, you know? I don't, a lot of people, I get a lot of comments, people are like, you should have more subscribers, but then like, I don't see those people ever comment again, so I'm like, I don't know if those are just like bots that are like, this is great, you should have more subscribers, because it's just like a genuine thing. You could be like, yeah, that's not spam. What was I going with that? Yeah, but anyway, so I don't know if these videos are objectively good or if there's anything to them, but there are some people that continue and have continued to watch for a while, and I appreciate that out of all you folks. So obviously there's an audience out there. I just gotta find you and bring you into the fold, and then, I don't know, keep making videos, yes. Yeah, so there's that, and that's, I don't know, I just got my brains like in a million places at once right now, and I just want to feel secure, and then I want to help other people feel that way too. You know what I mean? Like, I've felt that way before. I've attained that, and like, I feel like I was most feeling that right before COVID hit, and everything was like feeling good. I had hobbies, and I was making plenty of money, and you know, my stock market stuff was doing okay, and then just like the last 3 years has just like been a gut punch. And like COVID came in, and it was like, oh, you got diabetes, and also we're gonna cut your toe off, and like, what, bam, and it was just like in one, just big, just right in the grundle, just bam, meat popsicle. So I try to get back to that, and it has not sprung back yet. So we're working on it. That's what we're trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to manifest this year. And I'm a little behind on my goals, but even just this first year, like the first month and a half or so, like, I am so much further ahead than I was this time last year. Like, I feel, even though I'm like not very far on my goal list progression, I feel like I'm crushing it. Like, so relative to where I would have been otherwise if I didn't set goals, I'm feeling good. So I don't know how you're feeling. I hope you're feeling that too. And if not, what do we need to get you there? That's what I want. The more people, if I can, here's my thing, is like, this is what I think of it. It's like, I feel either that big, there's that thing that everyone says, like, you are the makeup of like your 5 closest friends. And so it's like, if I'm feeling underwater, though, if I can climb out of the water and I can pull more people out of the water, the vibe around me will be, you know, calm and collected. We're on the boat, we're safe. You know, it's like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. There's a scene where their boat sinks and they get rescued by the Italian Navy. And he's like, it's great, you know, when you get rescued by the Italians, they feed you, and then you drink wine and you dance. Because, like, you're alive, you know, it's a celebration of life. It's like, we don't need to be dancing to the Gloria Stefan song or whatever song that is. It's Gloria. Anyway, you know the song if you know the song. And if not, go watch the movie. It's a great movie. It's like, I want that kind of sort of like relief feeling of like, things are going to be okay. You know, and I want that for as many people. I want to be the Italian Navy. I want to pull people out of the water. And that's always kind of been my thing, is like, I was naturally good at doing photography. I'm getting better at making videos. And it's like, even, you know, I started doing photography to take pictures of other bands so that maybe I could network and join another band after my band broke up at the time. And I kind of had a natural proclivity to photography because I took a blow-off class in college. And then I started like realizing like the bands that I was photographing oftentimes had never been photographed, let alone photographed well, especially because it was a lot harder back 10 years ago, you know, like, and it's especially if I look at the camera, my cell phone now is better than the first camera I had, probably. And And so people are getting good photos, and like I think, especially now, 10 years later, you look back at these photos of like, remember that time you were in a band a decade ago? Like, oh, there's great photos of it. But even if it's not just the historical documentation. It's like having those nice photos, and even bands now don't often get good photos of themselves. It really raises the legitimacy of them, and so it helps them further their goals, whatever their goals may be. If they want to sell out an arena, or if they just want to keep making music and going on tour, it makes them look more legit, and it makes their goal feel more attainable. And it's like that's the same way with like doing nonprofit stuff and doing commercials. It's like I want to help people with my skills, and then also kind of get paid for it, because I need to get paid, because I gotta pay rent and I gotta eat and shit. So how do I think I just need to get to steer the shit back towards that sort of mantra and kind of remove the self from it? Because I think for the last time, the last couple of years especially, I've been feeling very like, I'm not getting paid to do that. Why am I doing that? So I think I need to remove that bit and just kind of know that like, if you help enough people get where they want to go, it comes back. It always seems to come back. So that I think is gonna be kind of my, I've been thinking about that for a while, and just helping people get where they want to be so that I can get where I want to be. That's I think a big message for the year, and just making a lot of it, which is the other thing. These are like two sides of the coin. Is that like how I got where I am is by helping people, by just going to shows and shooting. I've probably photographed, I don't know, 100, 200 concerts. So you're talking 500, 600, 700 bands, probably, something like that. I don't know. But then the flip side of the coin is just doing shitloads of the work. And that's how I got good at shooting in terrible conditions, is because I just did it so much for fun to help these people. And so if I can be helping people and doing shitloads of it, I will continue to get better, and I will continue to make this network of people that want me to succeed as much as I want them to succeed. And we're on the boat, and we're dancing, and it's Gloria. Gloria. That's down, Gloria. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I want to be. And so I think this is a way I think I can reach into the camera and pick you out from the ocean. If you're in the ocean, if you're sinking and you want to be out on the boat, I want to help you with that. I don't know how I can do that, but I am going to try. I'm going to try things. We're going to experiment, and maybe we can find something. If I can inspire you or give you some sort of framework that's helped me, then maybe it will also help you, and maybe you can also get on the fucking boat and let's go dance and eat pasta and shit. Sound good? Yes, we're gonna do it. So that's all I got today. I hope you're doing well. If not, I hope that turns around for you here real soon. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. If you made it this far, you're not subscribed. What are you doing with your time? Hit the subscribe button. I do videos about stuff and things. And I've got hockey videos to make. I'm gonna go make one right now. I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna edit. It's been like 2 weeks. It's probably 3 weeks actually. I think I have 3 weeks worth of hockey videos to make. But I don't have hockey tomorrow because Valentine's Day. So, yeah, part of me wants to just wait to get to the 20-minute mark. It's just something up in my head. I'm like, it's gotta be 20 minutes. If it's not 20 minutes, it's not long enough. Like, that's like my minimum length to get to. I think it's because if you go on videos and there's a filter that's short and long is anything over 20 minutes. So I think maybe that gets me a couple more views from the search feature. I'm not sure. But I also have all this bubble wrap. You can hear it. I can't pull it out or it'll knock a bunch of stuff over. What else do I have? I have this thing. I'm gonna make it. I kind of feel like I want to make more sound videos again. Because some people have been commenting on some of my other videos, and I'm like, and those videos have always done, like, they they still get lots of hits, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be doing as much of the whisper thing. Maybe I should be making some crinkle noises. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. I appreciate your comments. Love your comments. I love you. Thank you for watching. We're over 20 minutes now, so I'm gonna end the video. So that's it. I hope you're doing well, and if not, I hope that turns around for you real soon. Get on the